The Gauls. They would rather lie slain in battle than lose the freedom gained by their forefathers. My legions march north. The nights grow long and the wolf grows hungry. Rome demands blood. I will be outnumbered. The valor of my men stretched to break it. The enemy? Merciless. The Senate expects defeat. Yet the goddess Fortuna favors the bold. It must be divided, scattered, conquered. I will trade their blood for power.
Here we are back again. Let's see if we can do something about this dilemma we have. Very quick recap. If you'll have watched the review, you'll know what's going on. If not, I'll do it very quickly here. We're at war with almost everybody. Only the Adui and the Vacantii are still peaceful. We're being invaded in the west by an enormous number of armies, and they have bypassed my sort of what I was hoping would stop most of them there, and they're continuing on. We're just about to face a rebellion in whatever that in Vienna there. Also in the review, I didn't review the objectives. The ultimate objectives here are to control 28 settlements. That's just a question of volume, but completely control the following 6 provinces either by direct ownership or through client states and military allies. We have 3 of them, and then we also need to take Gergovia, which we have the main part of, Lutetia, which is up to the north and the west, and then Pictivist. So these are all to the west, which is why I concentrated my forces there, my attack there. Also because of the natural shape of the land here. We have a natural barrier. This mountain range here cannot be crossed. And then we have this valley here with a walled settlement in the middle. So that forms a natural barrier. The only way, as I've said before in the review, Nervii can get through is through this pass, and I'm hoping they just don't do that. Thinking about it now, it would be a good idea to position an agent right there to watch out for exactly that. I have my spy up to the north there, sort of keeping an eye out for armies coming through, so it's kind of performing the same function really. There's no army here and they can't come through this eastern part, so I suppose I don't need a spy or anything here because I know that that is clear. Now, going back to strategy, we have a problem. So we need to take our forces and move west, basically. That's what I've decided. I was going to attack and destroy this tribe here, but the timing is just wrong. I need to deal with this invasion, basically, and I'm going to take this army here and have them move west to deal with the uprising. This uprising is going to happen next turn. I was also considering taking one of these armies and moving them north, but it's the same effect ultimately. And this army is also very well balanced for attack. So I'm going to move them up, and I'm going to build a new army there, but I'm going to do it next turn because there's no immediate threat and I need the money, basically. Another thing I need to do is improve my cash flow. I'm only making 1100 per turn, And a big reason for that is there are these 2 units of mercenary hoplites, which are costing 200 each per turn. I only hired them because I was planning to attack, so I was only going to use them for a single turn. So I removed them and I'm already up to 1500 in cash, and that's as high as I'm going to get. So Caesar on forced march, I need to move him west as quickly as possible, or northwest, and need to decide which of those is the most pressing. Just looking at it now, the Pictor, what is this? Oh, the Gallic Confederation here. That's the tribe, or the Namnites. They're throwing everything at me, so it seems, though they're pushing down in the west. If I were to, for example, these are very small armies, if I were to come through here, destroy these armies, this entire area here is then empty and open for taking. And if I can destroy these armies here, I should be able to come up and take these entire provinces. And to do that, I think I'll need a balanced force. So what I'm thinking is taking 2 of these full stack armies and moving them west, and 1 of these full stack armies and moving it northwest to join the other full stack army, which would give me a sort of 2-pronged approach, 2-pronged response to their invasion. Bigger threat is probably here.
Ready for battle.
So I'm tempted to send Caesar in that direction.
At your command.
Just need to balance out these units here.
Ready for battle.
I'd put all of the ballista in Caesar's force because he was going to be the leading attacker. This guy has a champion. He has giant ballista and ballista. I'm going to send him. He'll be the one to go west.
At your command.
Perhaps followed by this guy. I just need to swap out these units a little, so they're more balanced.
Ready for battle.
So these were in Caesar's army. I've only got heavy legionaries. It's not a balanced army. I need to change that. He needs spear units and more archers.
At once.
Fewer giant ballista, which are not actually particularly useful. Or even considering destroying one of these ballista. There's really no point having that many in the army. They're only useful for assaults. But he'll need another cavalry unit. Let's see how that looks.
Advance.
So that's Brutus there.
Ready for battle.
So that makes Caesar's army slightly more balanced. Doesn't have enough spearmen.
We hunger for battle.
This guy has 6. He has too many.
Commander.
So I'm going to swap some of
Ready
those
for
out.
battle. On the move.
1, 2. I want Caesar's force to be the larger and the stronger.
Advance.
So that pushes Caesar's
Ready for battle.
army up to 20. Slightly too heavy on the old ballista front, but that's okay. And I'm gonna send Caesar up here, northwest, because that's the larger
On the move.
of the threats, I think.
Commander.
This is rather a small and a bit of a strange army. It's a mix. It's the pedant in me doesn't particularly like mixing these kind of legionaries with heavy legionaries. Don't like mixing these
Commander.
forces very much. So I might just make this army stronger and have this as the backup.
I don't care how tired you are.
Does not care how tired they are.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, that makes most sense to me. It just makes it easier to command them on the battlefield. So, how am I going to do this? How can I make these balanced? I mean, how can I make them sort of uniform in units? I can't really, because then I'll have one army without, almost without legionaries. I'll deal with that later.
We hunger for battle.
So these guys, I'm going to start moving them west. I've wasted most of their turn already.
We hunger for battle. March.
So I'm calling off the attack on this tribe. This spy here, I don't know what to do with. I'm gonna I suppose I'll need them up here with that diplomat here who's... No, actually I might just keep them close to make sure that I don't get a surprise attack. It's probably wise. Okay, and then with my remaining money, I need to... I'm going to bolster this army. To improving their skills, going for general and zeal. Add another unit of... what are they lacking? A unit of cavalry. It's not really useful at the moment to have a unit of cavalry there. I'm going to go for a throwaway unit. A cheap one that I don't care about. So spear warriors. Just because they're cheap, I can stick them at a gate, and if they die, they're easy to replenish. These have 19 out of 20, so they could do with another unit as well. So same thing there. Levy Freeman. Are they stronger in defense? No. City guards are stronger in defense. And have far better morale. So I'm going to take those. Actually, makes me wonder if I should do the same thing here, because they have 68 base morale, as opposed to the spear warriors with only 56, and they have 74 defense. Very, very strong armor, so they're actually better. Cool. So that's that. This army here. Let's see what I can afford. Not much. I've only got 800. Good thing about Gallic troops is they are cheap. Very, very cheap. So I could go 4 spear warriors. Something I can actually afford. And that's probably it for this turn. Tough campaign. Right. Guess we go for it. There's nothing else to do here. That spy can't really do very much, because we have no money. I had her here just keeping an eye on the armies that were going to come down, but they came down by sea instead. I suppose I can move her down, just to try and... oh, I know what they are already. Whatever. In turn, let ourselves be attacked again. Just making a cup of tea here. I like green tea. Oh god. So that's that full stack army that is coming down the coast. Obviously no point playing this, so just let them die. Yep. Nothing I could do about that. And is this... this is the walled city. Okay. It's going to be another city defense. There'll be a couple of these. If they get boring, I suppose you can always fast forward. But I obviously need to play this out. It'll be very much like the last ones. 3 full stack armies. Holy shit. Ugh. Have a unit of archers there, which I don't like. Another unit there. Ugh, it's not going to be much fun. That's an enormous number of troops. That's more than 6,000. And because there are reinforcements, they'll attack from several directions. They'll also have ladders because they're not arriving from sea. It's not good. Right, so I have my battle timer on, 60 minutes. This will be very much like other defences, I'm afraid. There's not a great deal I can do about this. I'll use my giant ballista. So this is the victory point, this is the key, that courtyard there. Stick these bad boys in the middle. Come on. Now, I was last running the patch 12, beta 12 patch. Oh, the patch 12 in beta, sorry. And there were lots of pathfinding issues, which I wasn't very happy with. So I'm hoping that they've been fixed. It was pretty annoying. And kind of pathetic because Rome 2 has been out forever. If they still can't fix these pathfinding issues, I mean, what are they doing building video games in the first place, you know? Can't do flaming shot. That's surprising and strange. Put all of them on the walls with skirmishers, any kind of ranged units. They can't attack through these buildings, so that's the closest they could get. So I'll put all of those up there. As soon as this begins, I'm going to take my ballista and fire at them. Vigiles, so these are all garrison troops. That's excellent. I can use these guys without worrying about keeping them for the next turn. Put Levy Freeman in a shield screen by the gate. Celtic warriors to support. And then Vigiles as a secondary defensive wall. That should do it. And then the rest I need to keep for the second wave. Because these reinforcements are going to come, and luckily we only have 3 gates. It's good. Can make things slightly easier. Vigiles there. I'm going to use a proper armies here, meaning my not the garrison troops. I'm going to pop 2 units of heavy legionaries there, ready to do some damage if the enemy come. I'm going to put the garrison troops here, garrison legionaries, and then a secondary unit, and there. Then the other late Roman spearmen, forming the secondary line, and then again a couple of heavy legionaries there. Now I'm going to have my final unit of heavy legionaries here as a backup, along with Legatus and my cavalry, and I think that's everybody. So I'm holding, I've got the gates covered, it's this gate covered, this gate covered. They're going to burn the gate, but they won't have ladders, so I've put the main bulk of my force here, and that should hopefully do it. Let's take my ballista. That's quite a funny speech, actually.
That is why we must fight them.
He said, I despise... I'm getting shot.
Missile infantry ready.
Ah, it's because... did they have... Whoa. Is their Scorpion firing at me? Don't like that much. So be it, they're gonna have to just suck it up. I don't have Flaming Shot. What the frick is that about? That was what I needed to stop these ladders. Okay. Well, if I don't have those, I need to get my melee units up on the walls. As soon as these ladders get close, I'm going to need to pull my ranged units, these archers, off the walls. Otherwise I've just been wasting them. In fact, it might be a good idea to do that now, so that'll take some time. So I'm going to take them off the walls now. Before they've really done any damage, unfortunately, but so be it. I'm trying to line them up so that they'll be able to get a good shot on the enemy. Now I've got my Celtic warriors up here on this wall. Oh no, come on, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. This was a problem with the patch. I cannot be bothered with this. Yeah, okay, there you go. Can't afford for these guys to be getting stuck. Not at this stage of the game. I need to stop my ballistics, they're firing on my own men. Let's go for their Scorpion instead. Actually no, that's pointless. Scorpion really can't do much damage. I'll put them on fire at will. Okay. Let's get my skirmishers off the walls. Ah, come on. Let's get these 2 units of skirmishers off the walls. Let's put them in the mix. Got my heavy legionaries here. On this side, I'm going to move them up slightly so they can. Yeah, so they'll deal with the guys climbing up the walls immediately. And perhaps it would have been better to have defensive troops rather than melee units, but it's too late. Take unit with Bigolays, have them run up the wall here as well. Because I just need to stop these guys taking control. So that should hopefully deal with the guys coming up the walls here. They've run from that ladder, which is strange. It's not what I would have expected. Or is that just to burn something down, or what? Very bizarre. These guys have run directly into my warriors. I'm going to put them on frenzy and have them attack. Now I imagine their reinforcements will be arriving now. Okay, so we've destroyed their levy freemen. These guys are quitting as well. Oh, they are the levy freemen. Looks like they've abandoned the assault on the walls, at least the immediate one. Which is surprising but good. guess they're going to attempt to burn the gate instead. I don't know. I don't know what the AI does. It's quite bizarre. But yeah, their reinforcements should be arriving before too long. Oh, there we go. There they are. Okay, so they'll be going through this gate. Better not have another way in. It's pretty well covered. I'm going to pull these guys away over to this gate for the moment, just for reassurance, my own peace of mind. And again, Celtic warriors are getting hurt, but that's okay. I'm going to pull them away so the legionaries can deal with it. No, I can't. They're stuck. So yes, back to my tea. I have green tea, the bulbs, in my special cup. And this green tea, which I'm making a strainer, comes from Taiwan, where I used to live. I lived in Taiwan for 6 years, and just came back to the UK 2.5 years ago now. I also lived in Germany for 2 years before Taiwan, and yeah, I never actually thought I'd live in the UK again, but didn't really feel like I had a choice, because after 6 years in Taiwan I'd had enough. Didn't really want to be a foreigner anymore, as you inevitably are if you live in Asia. You cannot help but be a foreigner. It's quite a different culture. There are far fewer people from abroad living there.
We will pierce their hearts.
Yeah, and
All right, orders.
also for Korea, as I've said before in videos, I write for a living. I'm actually a copywriter for a firm, which means that I work in the marketing department. I write whatever, you know, website stuff, website content, things like that. And there wasn't really any room for me to do anything more in Taiwan. I couldn't have progressed, moved on to career-wise, I couldn't have improved at all. I'm gonna change my ballista to take out their spear nobles, which are always the toughest troops. I'm going to be burning this gate down fairly shortly. They're at 55%. 55%. Ooh, that's quite a nice effect. And it's dropping my FPS. Fire damage is at 58%. But units doing the damage are taking a real pounding. Ooh, got some strange graphics going on there. That smoke is not working. Are we going to get started on this one? Yeah. Don't have any ranged units there, which is it's going to be a bit of a weakness. But and it looks like there's no attack here. Which makes me wonder, do I want to rush my Vigalays over so that they can take the beating rather than the legionaries? That's actually my garrison general, so I don't want him at the front. I have some time. Okay, so I'm going to rush my Vigalays from here over to take the brunt of their attack on this wall. I'm going to take that legionary unit, just pop it outside, ready for the attack. And they do get through the wall. My FPS again. What? Oh, okay. Strange things going on with the graphics here. So these are flaming. Are they flaming arrows? even though I don't have flaming shot. Do not understand. Whatever. There's some kind of strange thing going on with the update, obviously. Oh, okay. Are you seeing this? I wonder if this is recording. This is terrible graphical. Whoa! Oh, some kind of enormous explosion from the gates there. Oh, bloody hell! Alright, something has obviously gone wrong. I'll check the Radius website and I'll download the mod again, just to make sure there are no conflicts after this, because this is it's rather bizarre. They're dying. I've never had this before. This is really strange. They're dying nicely. If slowly. %, fire damage. So they're coming through any minute. I'm gonna tempted to take my Vigilés and move them back down. It may be premature. No, I'm gonna do it. Move them back down so there's a secondary layer of defense at least. Let's check on the ammo levels of my archers. They're nearly done. Interesting. Okay, so they've burnt the gate now, and now they're getting ready for the attack. Move these skirmishers up over the gates, along with the other unit.
Missile warriors! Warriors, move out!
See how these Vigilés are doing over here, how they've arrived.
Spear infantry.
So I'll have them form up to a square, so that's good.
Legionary! Orders? Spears ready.
I'll be taking the brunt of the attack. Move the Imperial Spearmen back.
Double time! Ready and
So
waiting.
my garrison troops take up the
Quick march!
brunt of the attack again.
At the double! Advance at speed!
And I have maybe too many legionaries here. I actually don't need any over here, but I'm going to keep them there just in case I get distracted and forget.
Legionaries! Spearmen ready for orders.
It's happened before where I get so caught up in defending one area I forget about the others, and then suddenly I'm overwhelmed, which is not good. Yeah, I'm going to move 2 units of heavy legionaries from this, just a bit of overkill. Move them down here so they can repulse this attack. I'm going to move this 1 unit of archers here who run out of ammo. Move them back to the victory point. Move the other 3 units of archers back slightly to make space for the assaulting troops to let them through. The legionaries are taking fire from the... Who is that? Some of their skirmishers. I'm going to move these legionaries off the ladder. Don't want them taking fire. My skirmishers should be firing at theirs, but maybe they've run out of ammo. No? Should still be firing. Move my warriors up.
Infantry! Get running!
Their Scorpion here have started to look like quite tempting targets for my cavalry. So I may take
Legionary cavalry.
my cavalry to the second gate here, so I can run them out. And then have them rush around and destroy their scorpion. The downside of that, of course, now that I think about it, is that there will be reinforcements arriving. Obviously, don't want my cavalry caught out in the open by reinforcements, especially if I've forgotten about them. I'm not paying attention anymore. This defense is going swimmingly, they're shattered. I'm sure I'm destroying large numbers of their troops. This one's looking pretty well set up.
Ready and waiting. Double
And back a
time.
touch.
And the double.
It looks like the bulk of their oh yeah, okay. All their reinforcements have arrived here. So they're all going to be coming through this gate. This defense is basically now successful, so I'm going to take my archers, run them over here. I'm going to take this unit of skirmishers, have them run over here,
Commander.
move these 2 units of heavy legionary back to make way for those skirmishers. What are we left with? These guys run out of ammo.
Yes, Commander.
Ballista run out of ammo. Have them drop their equipment. And just move here so I know
Advance and
where they are in case I am actually invaded. Okay, these Vigilets. Let's go here. I'm nearly done. That's okay. So the garrison troops. What do we have? Yeah. 2 units. Yeah. They've not got much left, so I don't really put my cavalry over here. They don't really need to be over here. It's fine. Send them through that gate. There are no signs that I'll be attacked at this gate now. It's a lovely aqueduct. It's a ruined aqueduct. It's a very, very nice touch. Look at that. Beautiful. Wonderful, wonderful touch. Still trying to destroy this gate. They're nearly there though. 97% damage. This will be where the main attack is now, so I'm going to take... Yeah, this one's done.
Freeman.
This attack is finished.
Be on guard.
So I can take these skirmishers. Still have some ammo left. Bring them up to join the world of pain. The enemy will now experience. Take my general and move him over as well, in case I need to rally. And yeah, so take one unit of Vigilets and just pop them. I don't even need them here. I don't need them there, so I'm going to take these 2 units of Vigilets and take them and move them over to this defense and have them replace these late Roman spearmen, because there will be a long drawn out fight there. Rush them over. These heavy legionaries I'm going to keep there just in case. These 2 units I don't need this gate anymore, so I'm going to move them over. Where are my cavalry? My cavalry attack. 2 units of cav. 1 go for each of their scorpions. And then I don't need to worry about that anymore. Have these warriors move down.
Warriors, move out.
And that's that attack dealt with, so I can leave that. Unfortunately, they're all a bit retarded. Look at this.
Battle
What are
ready.
you doing? Are you falling off? Oh, that's the scorpions. Come on, man. That's a door. You go in the door. That's... yeah, that door. That one. That door. No, you don't stand around, you go in it. Freaking hell. Let's try and get some.
Rappers ready.
It's not even highlighted. Unless it's these two, let's try again. Come on. No, you're gonna run up and down the walls. Okay. Come on. Creative assembly. Is it really hard? Surely. Can't be that hard.
Warriors. Run, Cashew. At your service.
My bigger laser's coming in, so I'm gonna take my
Quick
late Roman spears, move them out.
Vigilance.
They don't need to be there. I'm going to move the Vigilades up nice and close to that front unit.
Quick march.
They take all of the brunt of the attacks.
Melee infantry. Commander.
I've got,
Jupiter.
yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's looking very good. I'm going to put these spearmen on this side to hold the attack there. They can't get through here because of the buildings. This will do it. This should do it now. It's looking pretty good.
Warriors, move out. Sons of Mars.
Still got archers. One of them's run out of ammo. So, organisation's sake, I'll move him over here.
Quick march. Archers. Advance at speed. Attacking Testudo.
That's it. Now I just need to wait for them to attack, and they seem very reluctant to do so. Don't know if this is the Patch's AI again. They seem to have made things worse somehow. Spent one battle that I didn't record, just despairing of the AI, really. Right, so that's the scorpions dealt with. Bring my cavalry back in. Here.
We will pierce
These
their
units of
hearts.
skirmishers. What the?
Run, Cashew.
Then try again, that order. Okay, so we do actually have the rest of their force attacking now. Everybody, all of them. This looks like this is it. There are no more reinforcements coming up here. And as expected, we're holding them fairly well. We've lost one unit of Vigilades, but that's fine. We have plenty of other troops to back them up. That's the unit we're losing. And there we go, there you have it. It's an hour-long battle. We've done incredibly well. I don't think we've lost a single unit from our actual army. The only one that took any damage was this unit. Heavy legionaries here. We're now at 48. Apart from that, it's been virtually perfect. Heroic victory. Splendid. Oh, look at that. We lost 683. They're all garrison troops. They lost 4,700 from 5,900. They lost one entire full stack, 2/3 of a second full stack, 2/3 of a third full stack, and we lost none. Just garrison troops. That's perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's as good as it gets. We actually have a chance to hit them back maybe up here. Let's see what happens next. Ah, fucking hell. So this is in the west. We've lost all of the west, basically. It's going to hurt our... It's really going to hurt our income.